Binance founder pleads guilty to violating money laundering rules. CZ will pay $50 million fine and step down as chief executive of the company he created, the latest blow to the crypto world since the implosion of FTX last year. Changpeng Zhao, the founder of Binance, the largest crypto exchange in the world, pleaded guilty to money laundering violations, a stunning blow to the most powerful and influential figure in the global crypto industry. Binance itself also pleaded guilty and agreed to pay $4.3 billion in fines and restitution to the government, according to federal authorities. Under the agreement, Binance also reached settlements with the Treasury Department and the Commodity Future Trades Commission, which have also been investigating the company. As part of his guilty plea, CZ agreed to pay $50 million fine and will also step down from his role as chief executive of the company. And if you go on Twitter, he said about an hour ago, "Today I stepped down as CEO of Binance. Admittedly, it was not easy to let go emotionally, but I know it's the right thing to do." This sounds like someone wrote this out for him. "I made mistakes and I must take responsibility. This is best for our community, for Binance, and for myself." Yeah, someone definitely wrote this out for him. "Binance is no longer a baby. It's time for me to let it walk and run. I know Binance will continue to grow and excel at the deep bench it has. I'm pleased to announce blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. A shareholder and former CEO with historical knowledge of our company, I will remain available to the team to consult as needed, consistent with the framework set out in our U.S. agency resolutions." What's next for me? I will take a break first. No shit. I have not had a single day of real phone-off break for the last 6.5 years. After that, my current thinking is I will probably do some passive investing, being a minority token shareholder in startups in areas of blockchain, Web3, DeFi, AI, and biotech. I am happy that I will finally have more time to spend looking at DeFi. I can't see myself being a CEO driving a startup again. I am content being a one-shot lucky entrepreneur. Should there be listeners, I may be open to being a coach, mentor to a small number of upcoming entrepreneurs privately. If for nothing else, I can at least tell them what not to do. And now Brian Armstrong of Coinbase. Since the founding of Coinbase back in 2012, we have taken a long-term view. I knew we needed to embrace compliance to become a generational company that stood the test of time. We got the licenses, hired the compliance and legal teams, and made it clear our brand was about trust with our customers and following the rules. We wanted to increase transparency and raise the bar on trust, so we became a public company in 2021. This meant we couldn't always move as quickly as others. It's more difficult and expensive to take a compliant approach. You can't launch every product, which means every crypto, right, that customers want when it's illegal. But it's the right approach because we believe in rule of law. Today's news reinforces that doing it the hard way was the right decision. We now have an opportunity to start a new chapter for this industry. We took a lot of arrows operating here in the U.S., due to the lack of regulatory clarity, especially with the SEC. And my hope is that today's news serves as a catalyst to finally achieve that. Americans should not have to go to offshore, unregulated exchanges to benefit from this tech, like your Mexis and your shady exchanges that go down every single day. This industry should be built right here in America in a compliant way under U.S. law. We're going to stay here in the U.S. because we believe in economic freedom and that the U.S. democratic system will eventually get this right. Yes, about time. Decentralization in crypto is a powerful tool to update the financial system and build a global economy with more economic freedom. We're just getting started. So CZ is stepping down, and now he's in court. I think he's in Seattle somewhere. And this is one of the most influential guys in this space, whether you think it's good or bad, right? And for those who've been following me for any period of time, you guys know I was never the biggest fan of CZ. I said how he's very prone to manipulate the market, point fingers and laugh. A couple of examples, when FTX went down, CZ tried monopolizing all the exchanges. He started saying, "Show us your proof of reserves," saying Coinbase had none. He started pointing fingers at crypto.com, "Show us your proof of reserves." They almost went bankrupt themselves. They were literally moving large amounts of Ethereum, and people were withdrawing off the exchanges. He caused so much fun. And then specific companies, he put like Jasmine in the innovation zone, and then came out with his own Web3 company that had the same utility as Jasmine. So CZ has been known to manipulate. He has been known to not be genuine, okay? Not saying he's a bad guy. Obviously, he's very successful. He's done some good for this market, right? But I'm really not so surprised. I mean, the money laundering is surprising, but he's kind of been showing us all throughout this time that he hasn't really been genuine in this market. I just saw another crypto that you guys have been pointing out in the comments, Aether Protocol. It went up to like $2.13 and then went down, like it tanked to like 45 cents, and people think it's being rugged. Like sometimes a company, which cryptos can be, which if they're proof of stake, they're companies, or a company like Binance can, do poorly with bad leadership. Okay, it could be an anonymous founder who wants to just scam you, or it can be, in this case, someone who wasn't the most genuine when it came to the, running the exchange, right? He's stepping down, for the reasons that people are saying that he's just not fit to run Binance. Whether you believe it or not, I'm just saying, like, crypto is very shady, very scammy, very scummy. You see what I mean? Like, this dip today, I bought some more crypto. I took the dip for what it was, a big discount, and I bought some more crypto. And, if you have been buying the dips, I'm sure BNB went down as well. I'm pretty sure I saw it recently, and it was tanking. A lot of people are starting to lose trust in the space. However, I still think the space is going to be just fine. It is kind of annoying, though, that the biggest exchange now has FUD. In terms of Coinbase, though, they're basically saying how they're the best exchange now. Like, a lot of exchanges are companies, right? They are companies. They want to take over each one. So now Coinbase wants to be the zebra, the knight in shining armor, which, Coinbase is good. I use it a lot. I definitely prefer it to Binance, but this is why I say it really matters who's behind your company. The exchange you're using, the crypto you're investing into. Like, it's okay to, fall for certain cryptos and say, wow, utility's great, tokenomics are great, market cap's low, let me jump in, I'm early. But then if you don't see the warning signs, you don't see the red flags, you don't see what's going on in the markets, you can get rugged. You can get, left holding the bag, or you can be worse, bankrupt if you hold on some shady exchange like FTX or Celsius or BlockFi, right? You don't want to be in this crappy situation, which is why you should always be researching and you should always be safeguarding your portfolio. Cold storage is best. When it comes to an exchange, you can use it to buy crypto, try to reduce the fees, whatever. But you should always put it into cold storage. If you're going to use a hot wallet, they're kind of risky. You could lose your funds if you connect to the wrong Wi-Fi. But whether you invest on exchange, whether you buy crypto, you should always be looking out for yourself, okay? Risk to reward. If the exchange sounds too good to be true, it probably is. If the crypto sounds too good to be true, if it sounds like, oh, I'm the first investor, there's only 100 people holding this, it's only on one exchange, it's a microcap, it has to go to the moon, you can get wrecked. Okay, I can name drop numerous cryptos because I know there's like a degen type of vibe in this crypto market where a lot of people feel like you have to invest into primarily degen microcaps. Guys, just because a crypto is new or because it's a microcap doesn't mean it's going to be a multi-billion-dollar market cap. That's a fantasy narrative that you're being lied to, okay? Microcaps are very risky. They are. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying to you, which is why I have a very diverse portfolio. I have blue chips, I have large caps, mid caps, low caps, micro caps, and meme coins. I hold them all. I'm happy with what I'm holding. And in terms of the exchanges, I research them very well. I like Coinbase and I like Uphold. There are some other exchanges you can use. But if you're going to use some of the, lesser well-known ones, the shadier ones who probably aren't very friendly to the U.S., if you're living in the U.S. or U.K., whatever, then you're probably going to have to use what's called a VPN, a virtual private network. I don't use one personally, but I know many that do. I have a link for NordVPN in the description. You can literally do a 30-day free trial and cancel. If you want to just try it out, you can buy all the crypto you want and then cancel. Okay, I'm pretty sure they're still running that deal. But the message in this video is this. Be very careful in this space, okay? Who you're watching, where you're buying from, what you're buying, and how you're doing all this. How you're safeguarding your portfolio. Okay, it's very important. I really feel like these aren't really talked about too much in the space. You can have the perfect crypto, the perfect entry, but if you're holding on the wrong exchange or you don't take profits at the right time or the freaking founder comes out and goes, hey, I'm going to rug you guys, you can be left holding the bag, you can be wrecked, you can be hacked, you can be bankrupt, you can be reliant on someone else that can control your future, okay? You want to be steering your own ship. You want to be driving your own car. Safeguard yourself. Assess your risk and try to ensure you're making the best moves for you to dramatically change your future. By the way, if you want to reach out to me, talk to me, see what crypto I'm buying, selling, trading, run your portfolio by me, or be part of a support group where I do voice chat hangouts. We had like 20 people show up last time. I have a lot of members, a very small group. You get a lot of coaching from me, feedback to your questions, or you want to be part of live streams, which I will be doing soon, where you can get some exit strategies, learn how to take profits before the masses do. Then feel free to join the Patreon and Discord. I'll leave a link in the pinned comments down below. It would be awesome to see you there. But anyways, now I want to hear from you. What is your go-to exchange that you're using right now for crypto? And what are you doing to safeguard your portfolio? Drop your comment down below and let me know. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in the next video.